Alright, hey guys, it's Mike from Beer Don't Lie. So today I'm going to be doing another unboxing video for you of the latest Battlbox. This one just came in. I skipped a month and I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to be continuing with Battlbox at the moment. So this is the latest one. Basically this one may determine whether I'm going to continue doing it or if I'm just going to stop for a while, maybe come back into it again like I had done in the past. But anyways, let's get into this box. And this is the box for September. So let's just get in. Alright, so this is Mission 43 EDC. So that's it right there. And it's 3.0 of the EDC. So the box that I got is the Pro Plus, which includes everything on this this Sitrep card. But we're going to start with the basic. The basic box costs $24.99. And right now has a value of $59.33. So the first thing in here is the Speedy Sharp Knife Sharpener Ferro Rod Striker. Let's see, where is that? Alright, so that's it right there. It's not bad. It can easily put in your pocket, which I like. I got a lot of knives and stuff like that that'll work for it. It has all the instructions on the back, so you know how to properly use it at certain angles. It's got a little cover on it, so you don't like jam it or damage the sharpening area. So that's pretty good. This is probably something I keep in definitely in one of my bags. Definitely use. I already have a couple other sharpeners, but it's not bad to always have another one. So that has a value of $9.95. It's not a bad price for that. So that's the Speedy Sharp Knife Sharpener and Ferro Rod Striker. Alright, so the next thing in the box is the Lighter Bro Classic Black. So this is it right here. Basically, it's a lighter holder for like a Bic lighter. It has a pair of scissors in it, a little knife in it, and like a little tiny screwdriver in it. And basically it just holds a lighter. I mean, I don't really use lighters too much. I have tons of matches and stuff like that, and strikers and everything, but I don't really use Bic lighters. I'm sure it's not a bad thing to carry, but this is probably not something I would keep in my EDC bag. But that has a value of $13.99. Alright, the next thing in the basic box is the Exotact Free Key System, which is this right here. So it's basically just a key ring, a slim key ring system. I've never actually had one. I know how they work, but you just basically squeeze it and it opens up so you can put the keys in there. And this one has like little key rings so you can divide up other sets. So it's okay. I may or may not use this. I have my own everyday key system for this instead of this, but who knows? Maybe I'll try it. Cost of that is $6.49. So the next thing in the list is another thing from Exotac. It's the 380 magnetic quick release keyring. So we have another keyring. But it's one of those, it's magnetic and it looks like a 380 bullet. Super strong. The only downside I see to this is if you're trying to go somewhere where they're going to find this as possibly a bullet or something. I don't know. People are crazy. And if you try to go into some like airport or something like that and it goes through, you most likely are going to lose it. Because I know for sure that something like this may not go through like an amusement park or something like that, because I had a problem at amusement park with just my my Gerber tactical pen. They saw this as a weapon that I could beat someone with it, and so I was not allowed in the park with it. They called it a baton, even though it's a pen. But Yeah, so if I wasn't allowed in with a pen, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be allowed in with something that looks like a bullet. Even though it has a hole in it. But, I don't know. We'll see. So that had a value of $16.95. Then the last thing in the basic box is the Battlbox DUT, the Daily Utility Tool. And that is this right here. That's got a value of $11.95. Now, this right now, I've seen videos of this, or a video of this. I'm not super impressed with it, and I think this is not going to hold a lot of value. It's going to hold a lot of dust from sitting on a shelf. It just uses a little X-Acto blade in there, so you can just cut stuff open and stuff like that. But my biggest problem with this tiny little thing is that you can put it in your pocket and take it with you and stuff like that, but this little lever has no lock mechanism, and you can move it up and down without any kind of like locking system. So if you put it in your pocket and for some reason it starts to slide open, it's gonna stab right in you and it's gonna hurt. And I don't know if you've been sliced open with an X-Acto blade, but I have, and that shit hurts. So this being in your pocket and it accidentally opens up and cuts into you, this is not going to be worth it. I'm probably not going to be using this. I think it's awkward to hold. I mean, it's my first time holding it, but I think it's very awkward to hold as far as like needing to use it. It has no contour to it as far as like a good way to grip it. And also, since you don't have any lock system in it, if you try to cut into something, and it's just going to push in, because there's no way to lock it out. No way to lock it out, no way to lock it in. So this right here, I don't think this is a good product. It's clever as far as like keeping in your pocket, but there are many other different types of, I guess, cheap utility knives or pocket knives or something that you could use instead of this. That'd be a whole lot safer to have. And again, that's made by Battlbox. If you guys have a different thought on it, if you have one, if you used one, if you sliced your leg open with one, let me know. But as far as I go, this is not a product I would use, and I don't really find that it's a safe product. So that's not really worth anything to me. So that's everything for the basic box. So again, but basic box costs $24.99, has a value of $59.33. It's got a few things that are probably worth something, but I'll go over my thoughts at the end. The next is the advanced box. So for the advanced box is $49.99 and has a value of $124.27 in this one. And this has two things in the advanced box. The first thing is the Olight S1 baton. Now, this I am extremely happy about because I love Olight, and I always keep an Olight on me. And this one is the S2R baton, so it's just a little bit bigger than this one. But I love Olight flashlights. I think they're great. I have multiple ones. This one, it's the same design as the one I normally carry. It's just a little bit smaller, and it uses a CR123A battery instead of the rechargeable battery that the other one has. But I love this. This makes the advanced box definitely worth it for sure. Because this right here is $45 right here. So for the advanced box costing $50, this flashlight is definitely worth that. The next thing in the advanced box is the Exotac EDC roll. So this is the third item from Exotac. And it's just a little Just a little roll-up kit. So if you want to put your knife in it, put med kit in it, something like that. So this I would say I'd definitely probably have in my truck. I'd probably put some bandages and some other first aid gear that I normally keep with me. But it's normally just in a tiny little box. This definitely would be a whole lot better for that. It's definitely a little more compact than my box. It does have this nice leather strap, so if you want to strap it to something else, you probably could. It's pretty well made. I like it. I think it's a good size. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. I mean, it's got really good webbing. So that's probably a good one. I mean, the advanced box is really turning out to be pretty decent. And then it just straps in just like that. So that's not bad. I think that's really good. So that's actually everything in the advanced box. And that the EDC roll has a value of $19.99. So, I mean, basically if you're buying just the advanced box and you get those two items, it's going to be worth it for those two items minus all the other stuff. So I think that was pretty good. The next box is the Pro Box. Excuse me. The next box, Pro Box, it's costs $99.99 and has a value of $194.26. There's only one thing in the Pro Box, and that is the Real Steel G5 Metamorph. That's this knife right here. Has all your warranty stuff in there, and a little user guide on how you need to keep it clean. And then inside it has a little foam package, and then it comes with a little chamois cleaning cloth. And that's it right there. It's got a pretty nice weight to it. I like the design. I think the design's pretty cool. It is a front flipper. The blade is nice and long. I like the shape of the blade. I think it's pretty decent. It is a linear lock, so it's pretty smooth as far as folding out and folding in. And that is razor sharp. That's a pretty nice knife. I really like the way it looks. I like this, the thin profile of it. It doesn't have as deep a pocket clip as I would normally like, but it's still pretty nice looking. So, and it's in this special green color. That's pretty nice. I like that. It's a pretty good design. So that's the only thing in the Pro Box, and that has a value of $69.99. So now you have the Pro Plus, which is the knife of the month, and there's actually two items in here. We have the CRKT Crossbones, which is in this, and the CRKT Viva Combo. Sorry. So this is just a little multi-tool kind of thing. It's a flat screwdriver, a bottle opener, and a multi-wrench. I have a few other things like this, but it's always good to have another one of these. I think it's something that's always helpful. I have one on my keychain. I have a couple in my truck. I've pulled them out from time to time to use them. So these are always good to have. There's not much else to it. I mean, it's small, it's easy, it's compact, it's really good to use. So now is the CRKT Crossbones, and that is this knife right here. So it's pretty nice. It's pretty slim. It's a lot slimmer than I thought it was going to be. And it does have the deep pocket carry. So that's not bad. And it's got a little bit of weight to it, so it's not bad. It is a flipper. The blade design is a little less to my liking. It looks kind of like a steak knife, or like a I don't know, maybe like a fillet knife or something like that. I guess if you're hunting, I could take it hunting and use it for that. But I don't know if this is something I would carry on me daily. But I mean, the weight's good, so it's not bad. I don't know, what do you guys think? It's pretty quick. I think for me, it's just the blade design that I'm not really fond of. But the weight's good. So with the both of those, well, the Pro Plus cost $149.99, and the total value of everything is $274.25. The Crossbones and the Viva have a value of $79.99. So it's not bad for an everyday carry box. It's got some stuff that's everyday carry, but as far as like the entire set of stuff, I'm not super impressed. I kind of feel like we got a lot of the same items in here. Because we got... Sorry guys, my dog's playing with her bone. Like we have kind of 4 different knives, really. So here's everything that has a knife on it. We got the Crossbones. We got the Real Steel. So there's 2 knives right there. We got the Duty Blade, which I think is pointless. And then we also got the Bic lighter holder, which has a blade on it. So in this box, we got 4 knives. And these 2 are useless, I feel. So I don't know about those 2. And then we got 2 other knives that... So it's like, instead of just getting 1 knife, I know that it's one of those things, 2 knives are better than 1 knife. But as far as like just duplicate items for everyday carry, I think we could have got another item that may have been good for an everyday carry. Instead of just 2 knives, even though they're both nice knives. And then we also have... What? How many different... We have 2 different keychains. So we got 2 keychains instead of 1 keychain. I guess the only benefit to this is because they're the same company, you can just use them at the same time and just put them on the same thing. Because I guess this little ring matches the little ring like that. But I mean, that's 2 key rings we have in the thing. So I mean, we could have got a different item instead of having 2 key rings. So yeah, guys, and I know that and I mean, and technically this is a key ring also. Like this Viva is a key ring also. It's a key ring multi-tool. So technically we got 3 key rings and 4 knives and a flashlight. You're fine, you're fine. A flashlight and then the EDC roll. So the 3 key rings, 4 knives, 1 flashlight, and 1 EDC roll. Oh, and a knife sharpener to sharpen your 4 knives. So I'm not... This seems like a lot of like redundant items in this box. There's just a lot of stuff that's overused. Like I would prefer, like as far as like all these key rings and stuff, there's many of them that I've seen that are a lot better than these that I would prefer to have. But I don't know, to each their own, I guess. But for me, for everyday carry, I felt like it was a lot of the same items. So I don't really feel that this box was a success, truly. As far as value goes, I don't know. I mean, I guess because even if you just include one of the knives and that flashlight and that EDC roll alone, which I think are probably the best things in here, and I'd probably go for the real steel before I went with the crossbones knife. So I guess the real steel knife, the Olight flashlight, and the EDC roll. So that's 45, 20, so it's 65, and then that's 70. So, I mean, is there anything else that's... I mean, that's $150 pretty much. Pretty close to it, at least. But, again, here's the thing that I feel about value with these boxes. I feel that if you're not going to be using something, or if it's something that is just something that's going to sit, it contains no value, despite what the monetary price of it is. Because if I wouldn't buy it in the store, it really serves no value to me. And I think this free key system and that magnetic key release, even though they're nice, and I know that probably people love them, I see no value in those two things as far as like me using them, because I already have a more compact keyring system that I use that I think is a whole lot better. And the lighter bro, I'm not going to use. I'm not really going to use that at all. Because I don't use Bic lighters. I don't carry them at all. I have some Zippos, and then I have matches. And I carry Zippos because I can reload them with fuel. And I carry matches because they're way more convenient to store in something, keep them in a roll, things like that. So yeah, those are probably not going to be used. And that Battletac DUT, Daily Utility Tool, that's absolutely worthless because I don't want to have it in my pocket, and it is small enough that I'm just going to lose it. So I really wouldn't put it anywhere. So that has no value. So basically the basic box is almost useless to me, except for maybe the knife sharpener, because I do feel that that is something I would use. But those the other things I wouldn't really use. So I have one item that's $9.95 in the basic box that I'd probably use. I mean, I will use the crossbones. I will use the real steel knife, but it's not something I'm going to carry on me all the time. I don't know. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that the Battlebox box is worth it? Are you getting what you're wanting out of it? There have been a few that have not been a true success for me, and I know that some people are very frustrated with them. I know the last box a lot of people didn't like. I didn't like it. I didn't get it. I didn't want it. So what do you guys think? Do you think that this box is worth it? Would you want this as your EDC? Would you use this as your EDC? And just let me know, guys. And as always, if you like my videos, definitely let me know how I'm doing. Subscribe. Leave a comment below. Let me know, and I'll keep doing more. I do have some other things I'm going to be doing soon. And hopefully I'll get some more stuff for you guys. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.